Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So 28 divided by 4 quarters, 7 points a quarter. My goal was to be on the attack, try to get to the rim every time, hit as many free throws as I could. And if I had double digits after the first quarter, it's over. The diesel will come. It smells blood.
So just 7 points a quarter. That's all you were looking for. And how many rebounds per quarter were you looking for? But that gives you 16 rebounds instead of 10. I'm going to change the subject. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Leave me alone. Hands off. Kenny, help.
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss, and that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side.
Hickson's checked in. Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. Freak comes in for Jackson. And so in the game for the 76ers, Freak, he's in at the point. Okafor out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Roten in at the 2 spot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good for Mudiay. The 76ers trail by 3. And here's Freak. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Okafor, high post. Shot clock at 5. Covington's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Washington.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Freak in a 2-guard. Carl Landry is out there with Okafor. And there's Jackson, and it's Sparks in at the 3. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns stepped up to deliver. He ended with 11 points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GM?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Jackson dishes to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And it's tied up with that one. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Barton kicks to Nurkic. Screen by Nurkic. Pass to Lee. Shoots the three. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Screen by Nurkic. Barton passes to Laverne. Nurkic a screen on Landry. And Laverne kicks to Chandler. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night. The 76ers trail. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Okafor, the pass to Sparks. With the fadeaway. That's tipped. And the Nuggets pushing it up now.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And that one's good. Freak.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
No good from Lee. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Freak. And that misses. That would have put him up.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the bucket. Good. And it's 7 points for Wilson Chandler.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Kelly's checked in.
Here's where Denver stands in the NBA statistics as we get started this season. 9th in points off turnovers. And they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Lee dishes to Arthur. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Fades back. Kelly kicks to Jackson. Over to the left wing. Freak. And Lee pulls it down.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Cleveland. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the 76ers. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And for Philadelphia, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And the basket good.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Pass to Arthur. From deep. And that one's good. Arthur's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now. And that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Barton, no luck.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And a wide open look for Freak. Offline with his three.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Picked by Okafor. Jackson passes to Freak. There's a good screen. Landry dishes to Freak. And the 76ers get it back. And the shot is good. 8 points for Jahlil Okafor.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Lee kicks to Chandler. And Carl Landry picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Boudier comes in for Lee. Then for the 76ers, Robert Covington comes in for Carl Landry. And Roten subbed in for Jackson.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And it's Freak missing. The Nuggets leading by 8. Down low. Here's Boudier. That's tipped. Freak with it. He has 5. To the paint. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Roten. He's around 18 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Kenneth Faried comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Gallinari in for Barton. Clock is at 3. Offensive rebound, Hickson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely to the wing on the left. Embiid, the pass to Freak. Feeds it to Covington. This one for 3. That one goes. Count it. Here's Boudier. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Lets the three fly. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
A great second quarter here after a difficult first. I'd say they knocked the rust off. Sometimes it takes a little while before you get the blood flowing and you find your rhythm.
Here's Covington. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Hickson a screen. Moutier dishes to Fareed. Passes it to Gallinari. Shot clock at 5. Shot on the wing, and it's Gallinari again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now Freak, he has 5. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Offensive rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Fareed setting the pick for Moutier. To the paint. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Covington. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Got a hand on it. Now here's Moutier. Screen by Fareed. Moutier kicks to Gallinari. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And here's Freak. There's a screen by Noel. Freak passes to Roten. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Here's Gallinari. Goes back up. Fareed banked in off the glass. Fareed's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Freak with it. He's got 5. And Tony Roten with the slam.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Freak dishes to Roten. Now here's Freak. Gallinari covering. Freak sets a screen for Roten. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nuggets leading by 9. Moutier kicks to Hickson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Nuggets. He feeds it to Gallinari. They get it back. And no good trying to get that one. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nuggets lead by 11. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our stamp on the second half. Now, a few things. I like how many points we were able to generate from the paint in the half. Our offense should have a nice balance to it going forward because their D has no choice but to put some more bodies in the middle and create some space for us on the perimeter. But there are definitely a few things that...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Complete domination. What a game for Lee. He has 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from...
Substitution here for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in for Nurkic. Arthur comes in for Fareed. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Will Barton in for Lee. We've got Wilson Chandler, Moutier out there with Will Barton. Then it's Arthur, and it's Laverne in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Okafor kicks to Freak. Wing shot on the way. Soft touch off the glass. Freak's got 7 points in the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Shots good by Laverne. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Freak. He dishes it to Okafor. Here's Freak. 7 points in the game. Picked by Okafor. Freak passes to Roten. There's a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, early on in the season still, but Kevin, it's time to take a look at where the 76ers sit right now in the league stats. 4th in lowest turnovers per game. 7th in field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in getting steals as well. Not bad, but could be better.
You know, and I go back to their low turnover numbers. It's not one of those stats that jump out at you, but trust me, turnovers kill you. And their ability to limit their mistakes has been huge.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Here's Chandler, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Shoots from 12. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Looking at the numbers for Freak, he has 9 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Denver leading by 3. Now here's Moutier. 8 points for him. Excellent D that time from Freak. Sparks passes to Freak. There's a screen by Noel. Freak kicks to Roten. To the left wing. Here's Sparks. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. 9 points in the game so far.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Roten dishes to Freak. Inside. It's stolen by Hickson. Here's Barton. He's covered by Roten. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Cans the shot from the wing. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Freak passes to Noel. The shot is off. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, Greg, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past, let it go, and they got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
He kicks to Freak. 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Fourth, Emmanuel Mudiay.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones. Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Now the dish to Barton. To the inside, right wing, fires the 3. Mudiay, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Freak. The 76ers with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
There's the pick. Here's Mudiay. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. 1:22 left in the third. And here's Freak. He's got 9. Sparks passes to Freak. Takes a 3. That's good. Freak's got 12 in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Mudiay kicks to Laverne. Chandler a screen. Here's Barton. He's covered by Roten. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Denver, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. So the 76ers win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
You must be frustrated with all those mistakes out there tonight. What are you going to do to try to limit those next time out?
I just got to be better, man. It's unacceptable how many times I turn the ball over. Unacceptable. I'm disappointed in myself, and I'm sure my teammates are disappointed in me too. So if anything, I got to make this up to them. They deserve better.
Any particular reason your shots weren't falling tonight?
Man, I couldn't get anything to go down. I don't know. I feel like I let my teammates and especially the fans down. And that's not something that sits well with me. So, expect to see me in the practice gym on my next off day.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Okay, wow. We turning this press conference into an episode of As the Freak Turns or something? Because I know you didn't just go from talking basketball to asking me when I'm gonna propose to the most beautiful girl in the world. Hi, baby. I know you're listening, Yvette. So let's just say that she knows exactly where we stand, and the rest ain't none of your business. All right? That's it for tonight, y'all. Thank you.